Hello there, everyone, and welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We've got your daily reading here for Thursday, May the 28th. Okay, guys, the week is almost over. Um, Today is still fairly intense. There's still a lot going on in the skies. Okay, the moon is in Scorpio, which does bring some intensity. Okay, we are still feeling and working through the aftermath of the Mars-Pluto square that happened on Monday night. Okay, and we're seeing some things unravel, seeing some things unfold, not just in your personal life, but also globally here as well. And yeah, so today can be quite a revealing today. There could also be shocks and surprises today. There could be something going on you just didn't see coming, but it can liberate you. It can give you some freedom, and this can also be something globally here as well, because we do have the moon in Scorpio making an aspect with Uranus in Gemini. Okay, and we all know the wild card Uranus there. There could be some surprising announcement about science and technology. This week, of course, we have seen the Pope of all people writing like a big long letter, um, basically about the dangers of AI and all this power being put in, or being existing just in the hands of, of some very powerful people, right? I think the world would probably be better off without billionaires. But anyways, billionaires only got to be billionaires from screwing over other people. That's essentially the way it works for the majority, not necessarily for all. But very interesting that the Pope should weigh in on AI. And, I'm not Catholic, okay? Obviously, I know some people that are Catholic. I grew up when I was a child in Catholic school because my parents were from England and they came over to North America. And in England at the time when I was born, if you wanted a better education, you went to private school. And when they came here, the only private schools were Catholic schools. So hence, hallelujah, that's where I went. And but the thing is that this Pope is kind of like a dude, right? He's a little bit like a dude. He's fearless. Um, he's very much an adversary to some high-profile politicians. But it's very interesting when theology interacts with technology, right? So, it's whether you are Catholic or not, whether you follow traditional, standard, organized religion or not, he's kind of worth listening. He's worth listening to, because he makes sense, and it's like almost like the voice of the very loud but quiet and calm voice of peace and understanding and love and quiet assertion of standing up truth to power that maybe we need right now, religion aside, right? Whatever, whatever you believe in or not aside, he's very interesting. So, anyway, so I mean, hey, we're here, right? Because you've got an open mind, right? You're here for expansion and growth, and all this knowing that there's like a higher source, a higher power, but spirit speaks through many people, many situations, many ways, right? We get spirit animals, we get sometimes we get some sort of epiphany out of the mouths of children, right? They don't even know what they're saying, just they don't have a filter, so often spirit will speak through them. And so I feel that religion aside, maybe this Pope, he's got something to say. But of course, to each their own, right? I just find him very intriguing. I think is probably the word that I would come up with. Intriguing and interesting, and I like weird stuff. I like interesting stuff, and I like stuff that's out of left field. Anyway, so today we do have the moon in Scorpio, no less, in a quincunx with Uranus in Gemini. And this is being blindsided on many, many different levels. Okay. Uranus, great awakener. So you could have those epiphany moments, the revelation. You could have some vision. You could have some major spiritual epiphany messages, dreams that come into you overnight or in your morning hours even, or throughout your day. So pay attention, right? Pay attention. Write down whatever you remember about your dreams. Pay attention to conversations. Keep that open mind. Okay, it's going to help you throughout your day, because we've got a whole bunch of other aspects going on, but we do have a square with the moon in Scorpio and Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius, we all know by now, power to the people, right? Or a challenge, right, about something that can affect people that may have to do with something that has been hidden, lies, deceit, corruption, those kind of things. So there could be some big major announcement today, whether it's like globally or whether it's just with you. But with that square in Pluto, we might need to be careful on what we trust. All right. Anyways, let's get some cards for you for today. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles can be a really great energy. Some of you may have something coming to fruition today, because that Seven of Pentacles can be a card of harvest, right? We've got all this fruit in the tree, and this person on the card, she's picking the fruit from the tree. However, the Seven of Pentacles can also represent taking a step back, right? Because we need to assess our situation. We need to assess where we are. What are your goals, right? We're at the Seven of Pentacles. And if your goal is like the 10 of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, right? You got to look and say, okay, where am I now, right? Is my strategy working out for me, right? Because it can be one of assessing your strategy. Is the strategy working? Am I on the right path? Or do I need to do something different? Do I need to let something go, leave it behind, because this blossoming abundance has gone as far as it can go, right? So you might be asking yourself some deeper questions. This can be about commitment. It can be about your money. It can also be about your values as well, right? It's like we're just kind of stopping to assess things. What do I believe in, right? What is outdated in my beliefs or my values, right? What do I want to take forward with me? What do I need to let go of and leave behind? What do I need to show the world, even as well, right? So that Seven of Pentacles, we really are stopping, right? And we are assessing. And, for some of you, you're like, I think that I'm still on the right track. I think that I'm still good. I'm going to keep on following the path that I'm on. Other people, you're going to be like, you know what? I think I'm ready for something different, or I'm, going to take maybe an alternate path here. I'm going to see what other options are out there to get myself to where I want to get to. So it can be like quite this revealing moment for you with this. But again, with the Seven of Pentacles, some of you, it's a time of harvest, right? So what are you harvesting? What fruits from that tree are you picking? Because this could be a really good time for you, right, for today. It might be a little surprise. Maybe it's something that, you didn't know would come to fruition so fast. Or maybe it's something you've been patient for a long time. The Seven of Pentacles does require patience. Okay, so either your patience is paying off, or you do need to be a little bit more patient. We've got the Queen of Swords, so really awesome energy there for observing, okay, looking out into the great beyond. But the Queen of Swords is also very wise, highly intuitive, and extremely connected with, with making decisions, seeing the truth, eking out the truth, right? Discovering the truth, digging deep. And of course, very much about your intuition. But the Queen of Swords can use her sword to either be very calm, cool, collected, very intellectual, or for cutting things off, right? Queen of Swords is known for being very communicative about boundaries, right? Also is known for being very much about the truth and integrity. So if there's some information or some truth that you need today, that Queen of Swords is an incredibly powerful energy. Okay, you can see things that are hidden and get some clarity. And if you're at the Seven of Pentacles, right, you're just kind of like, let's see where we are, what's going on, especially with money, right? Pluto Pluto can be connected with, especially Pluto and Aquarius. There can be some things going on, especially with Uranus in the mix. Some things with like the hell is it called? Ugh, I don't trust things I can't. I don't. That's not actually an accurate statement. I was going to say I don't trust things that I can't see. That's not true whatsoever. However, when it comes to money, right? I'm not sure about this Bitcoin business. Okay, it just to be honest with you, it's like who really controls that in the background? Like, where is it from? I don't know. Maybe it's just me not really, not really being knowledgeable about it. But anyways, so there could be some things going on with like the Bitcoin business. Things going on with the stock market. Most of you probably don't even dabble in the stock market, but you could potentially have some investment funds, right? Like your retirement fund, right? It's not just your dollars, right? It's, it all gets combined and invested in certain places. So you might not personally own stocks, but could be tied to some of your investments and your retirement savings plan and all that kind of stuff. So there could be some information that comes out about that kind of thing. But whatever it is that you've got going on, the Queen of Swords is really good for making decisions. All right. And knowing that you've made the right decision. The Queen of Swords can also be a person that you are talking to today. This person could deliver some information in probably quite a blunt way. The Queen of Swords, it can be like a little bit icy and just delivering the facts, right? Not going to sugarcoat anything, not going to give you, feels or anything like that. It's just like, oh, you ask a question, here's your cold answer, right? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, it's probably a good thing. There's no fluff and flutter though. Okay, so this can be a person that can just give you some information or some guidance or some wisdom, or right, give you the truth about something, right? And again, they're just not going to fluff it up for you. So be prepared if you do ask somebody for some information or advice, right? Just be prepared for the delivery of that information, okay? Because it's not going to give you the warm and fuzzies most likely, but you can trust it, okay? But again, great for you for making decisions and for communicating. Five of Swords. Careful what you trust. Now, the Five of Swords isn't necessarily the card of lies and deceit, okay? But the Five of Swords, to the victor goes the spoils here with this one. The Five of Swords can be conflict. It can be arguments. It can be, misinformation. Sometimes, right? It can be a challenge. It's very much a challenge, okay? So there is some sort of challenge or conflict, struggle and strife somewhere today here, but you've got the supportive energy to work through it. All right. And to see the truth or to be that higher power. All right. Five of Swords is that energy where people have a conversation that turns into an argument, and then someone throws the final dagger to get the final word. And that final word is usually the ones that you wish that you didn't say. Okay, so just be aware of that. There is some verbal sparring that could go on today. There can also be a win at all costs energy that goes on somewhere today. Okay. And I mean, this can be negotiations going sideways, right? But with the Queen of Swords, maybe there is a little bit of diplomacy and you can resolve a conflict. If you are taking the higher ground and communicating in a positive way. So, let me see here. I'm going to grab you one of these. I don't want to leave you hanging on a Five of Swords. All right, so let's grab an angel message for you today. And thank you. There we go. Just hopping out of the deck for us. And what do we have? Number 16, I am perceptive. Okay, now I will say 16 does relate back to the Tower card. Okay, shaking things up a little bit. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. Queen of Swords, there you go. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. A wisdom seeker and your angels ask you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. I am perceptive. So there you go. I'll put that right on our friendly Queen of Swords. But I thank you for watching, you guys. Let me know what's going on in your world. What is this Uranus energy bringing you that is kind of like a little bit of a whoa moment. It may be revealed over the next couple of days. But let me know in the comments. But I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.